Welcome to the Sector Spin with Terry. In this video series, I share with you what I'm watching each week in various sector industry subgroups. In recent weeks, we've all been watching the S&P move lower in a broad-based market correction. Hardly any sector has not been impacted by this corrective move. When the market gives us pullbacks like this, you may have moved your portfolio to a neutral to sell condition. But when the market shakes off that negativity, will you be ready to reload your portfolio for the next rise? Do you know what stocks should be put to work in the next long position? I'd like to take this opportunity to build my watch list. Specifically, I look for stocks that are behaving strongly in the face of broader market weakness. Now first, let's take a look at this corrective move that we saw here in the S&P. It started September 2nd from an all-time high put in at 45.36.95. Now, so far, September has seen about a 5% net decline in the index. Now, price action fell below the 50-day simple moving average last week. Then it rallied back up above it, only to fall again this Tuesday back below that critical moving average. But let's put this overall correction into a larger context. I'm going to switch my layout here. Let's see here. Let's go here. And we'll just make this full screen for the moment. This is the S&P. It's just a little bit different layout. We've still got our 200-day, 50-day. Green line is the 20-day moving average. Now you can see the corrective move that we've had here reached its low somewhere around 17 calendar days, I think. 17 calendar days from this top till that first initial bottom, and we're retesting that bottom again now after 27 calendar days. The key thing I want to show you is this is just a 5% decline. In a long-term bull market uptrend, you can see we need to have these periodic corrections, and that's healthy for the market. Now, the last time that we saw a similar magnitude correction, all of these corrections that we've had most of this year have been somewhat less than 5%. The largest one we had was back in February, starting around February 12th, running until March 4th, about 19 calendar days, so about the same duration in time and about the same depth in corrective move, a 5.4% correction. Now, following this corrective move, the market regathered itself and pushed itself back up into a new uptrend. Now, I can't guarantee or say for certain that we'll see this exact same response again. But I do know when the market shakes out the bears, I need to have my go-to list handy. Now, I've collected a list of 15 stocks where I have seen the price action demonstrating technical strength while the broader market took a pause. Well, let's take a look at each of these stocks that I have collected, and we can examine the price charts here together. Now, this table is sorted by percent change in price this week as of Thursday's market close when I prepared this video. Well, the only sector that is seeing gains this week is the energy sector, and we have several of those names here on the list. Matter of fact, the top 7 names in this list hail from the energy sector. But it's not only their percent price gain this week that's caught my attention. Let's scroll through this list and let's look at the structure of the price move as it related to the S&P. Well, remember, the S&P has been taking a big dive. It's down 5%. This is Devon Energy. Devon Energy is sitting here at a new 52-week high. Very modest consolidation going on here. However, there were several. Let's take a look at a little bit longer time frame on Devon Energy. Devon Energy has been in an uptrend basically almost a year now. Starting around the end of October, we started an initial upthrust. Now, there have been several intermediate and overlapping corrective moves in this uptrend. The recent push has been to a new 52-week high. But zooming in, again, I want to zoom in on this week's price action. So in the face of the S&P declining nearly 5% over these past 19 days, we have seen Devon Energy shoot up here to this new high. Let's move down the list. Let's take another look. Here is Marathon. And I have labeled all of these charts that I have found as the strength in the face of the broader market weakness. So Marathon Oil Corporation, MRO symbol, went through a period of consolidation from June 25th down through, about August 20th, and collected itself in what looks to be a new impulsive uptrend forming, and back to those 52-week highs as we are right now. Matter of fact, I have it in the column here. We're within 4% of the 52-week high for Marathon, which actually I believe, that's probably from this date right here, this June 30th. And this Cabot Oil and Gas. Look at this. Now Cabot has been in a long consolidation, really. But again, this stock decided it was time for it to rally starting the end of August. And it has joined the group here with strength in the face of the broader market weakness. So you can see that just the last 4 days has been kind of holding a good value here. Here is Diamondback Energy. It's another shale producer. Symbol for that is FANG, F-A-N-G. Do not confuse that with the technology stocks. ConocoPhillips, rising to even a higher above this. This red line represents a resistance level that it met at some point in the past, and that's back from January 2020 where I've got that marked. So breaking through these resistance levels turns them into new support levels, and that's what we've got going on here. Pioneer Natural Resources, let's take a look there. Same kind of thing. Onioke. If you notice here, Onioke has made a new high, right? It's making a series of new highs, right? So continue to move on. And it's not only energy stocks, but select stocks in other sectors that are also demonstrating resilience. Here is AutoZone. This is in the consumer discretionary sector. This one had a very minor consolidation after setting a new all-time high, and is now pushing. Matter of fact, on Wednesday, pushed to a new all-time high. Got a small pullback today, it looks like, but we're back above this resistance zone. So again, in the face of the S&P declining like crazy, these stocks are rising. Even Tesla. So look here at Tesla. I'm going to zoom out on the chart here in Tesla and show you price action. Tesla took a run up January 26th all the way back up here to nearly $900. And it has been in a big consolidation for most of the year, at least the first half of the year, where we think it's turned and completed that correction. In this case, I've got it labeled as an ABCDE triangle that we finished here July 21st. And we've got a new uptrend that has been forming and has been working its way slowly higher since July 21st. We had a breakout move here, actually above this trend high back on Monday. A little minor consolidation, but nothing to the magnitude that we've been seeing in the S&P. Let's see what else we have. Marathon Petroleum Corp is a different, it's a different entity than Marathon Oil Corporation, but it's also showing some strength here. United Rentals, this is in the, it says discretionary. I think it's either in the discretionary or the industrials sector. United Rentals, looky here, a new all-time high for this stock, and let's go ahead and pull this out. We've been in an uptrend ever since essentially the coming off the COVID bottoms. There's been a nice solid trend formed, and a parallel, you can see the parallel uptrend channel. Now recently there's been a period of sideways consolidation here since March, from March till August, but then more recently, new uptrend has resumed. You can see that you can kind of eyeball that uptrend right there. And so we're setting new all-time highs right now in the face of the rest of the market declining. Let's see what else we have. Hilton and Marriott. Hilton and Marriott both. Actually, these two charts are quite different. We'll take a look at each of them here. So I'm going to show you that I've got this box drawn around this range-bound trading that we saw Hilton trade in essentially most of the year since February. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. But look at this breakout that happened September 23rd. We broke out above this range-bound consolidation trade channel. Actually, I will tell you that the end of the corrective move here, if I can grab that, come on, let's grab that corner. The end of the corrective move happened at, if not here, it happened at least here. Okay, so, but we really broke out. This is the new uptrend. It's a little overlapping, looks like a leading diagonal, and we've had a corrective pullback. I'm looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, up and 5, and then an ABC pullback, and then more continuation to the upside here. But the key thing is we broke into new highs. There is some consolidation that went on this week. And let's look at Marriott here. So Marriott, different than Hilton, didn't really trade sideways. It actually traded, sideways to lower, anywhere from February 24th through August 19th. And that corrective move completed here, and we've got a new impulsive uptrend formed in Marriott, which I believe will continue to push to even higher highs. I even have a financial stock in here, and I don't think that I have uncovered all of the stocks that are doing this or demonstrating strength in the face of market weakness, but certainly I added this one to my list. Now, it's not sitting at a new all-time high, but it certainly, you can see as the overall market was selling off, we're actually seeing a break of the downtrend, right? So this consolidation period that went on from August 13th to about September 8th and maybe September 17th is completed, because now we have a new uptrend rising back up here in financials. And I think there, if we look at the financial sector, you'll see here a lot of the stocks. I'm going to go ahead and, well, let's see, there's one more. This one is also, this is Bath and Body Works. This stock has done tremendously well. Today it gave back, it made a big pullback today, but the pullback has taken it back essentially to a parallel uptrend channel, and it's had a really nice ride. So all the way up until today, this stock was holding well. I will say, yes, some investors must have taken some profits off the table because the price did close below the 50-day. So, and you can see as I ranked this list here by percent price change, that even though this is one of my strength in the face of weakness picks, it is down 6.5% for this week. So here's the thing. I want you to take a look here at the weekly RRG list of these stocks. Do you notice anything that they have in common? A recent northerly to northeasterly hook formation coming either out of this lagging quadrant or this improving quadrant. And a few of the stronger stocks even formed their hooks after pushing down into the weakening quadrant. All of these stocks are showing a trajectory that is driving them back towards this leading quadrant where they will have the highest momentum and the highest relative strength. In this quadrant, these stocks will be outperforming the benchmark S&P. I promised I'd show you real quick the financials. I'm not going to go through these stocks here, but I just want to show you that similar pattern that I'm seeing in the weekly relative rotation graph for the top 30 by market cap stocks that I have here for the financial sector. And you can see all of these rapidly rising vectors. The blue color represents a weekly improving trend. Red is still lagging, but you can see the momentum rally, northeasterly heading. Several of these stocks have already moved back into the leading quadrant. So I think there's several good plays that I need to go dig through some of these stocks, do a little bit more research in some of these financials, and then I can add them back to my list here of stocks that are outperforming. So regardless of whether the S&P continues to see a further decline or rallies from here, these stocks have demonstrated that they have what it takes to beat the returns of the S&P over the next cycle. I challenge each of you to review your portfolio and search for those stocks that fit your investing and or trading criteria so that you will be prepared to redeploy when the time is right. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below if you followed any of my prior recommendations. Please check us out at tradinganalysis.com for more great market analysis. We've got a great member community. You can get more trade ideas and also share yours with our active community. Thank you for your time and attention. Best wishes in your trading ventures.